Hey, this is Cam with Blacktail Studio. This week I'm going to show you how to get a really nice gloss finish with a hard wax oil. And this was done with Odie's oil a few years ago. I actually sanded this table all the way up to 12,000 grit. And I'm going to see if I can do better with an Osmo oil sanding only to 240. And this is nothing against Odie's oil. I actually have a project coming up I'm going to be using Odie's oil for. It's not necessarily designed as a gloss finish, whereas this new Osmo oil I'm using is specifically designed to be a gloss finish. So that's what I'm gonna give a shot. I haven't really used it. I used it on a few small parts, and I'm gonna try it on this bigger table-sized surface now. The nice thing about starting with a piece that was sanded to 12,000 grit is I only have to hit it with 1 grit to make it completely ready to use. And you can see I'm using 240 grit, but I was doing my absolute best to get just a completely perfect starting point for this Osmo oil, because hard wax oils show a lot more imperfections than a urethane or varnish or something like that. This technique is going to be different than some of my previous finish videos and finishing blogs. This is a new technique I learned from Osmo directly. And they told me I could make it my own really stiff Osmo brush by cutting the end off of a natural bristle brush. So that's what I did there. And I'm working in pretty vigorously. I take it that this is kind of how wax is like. They like to be abused, I once read. So you really got to work it in pretty aggressively, and you're going to leave a lot of product on, a lot more than if you watch my previous how-to finish video. What you're essentially doing is you're sealing up the entire slab right here. So you're going to leave about as much on as you would like a polyurethane, like a Minwax type of finish. And it's not going to look good. Don't worry. I'll show you here in a second. This is just sealing it up. So don't worry if yours looks like crap, because this one did too, and it's going to look a lot better pretty quick. Stay tuned. The next step you're going to do is you're going to sand the entire piece with 400 grit. And I actually lost my footage of sanding it with 400 grit. So sand it nice, even, consistent. It'll give kind of a powdery residue that's going to come up, and just get a nice, even finish with the 400 grit before you move on to this buffing stage here. If you don't have a big fancy buffer like I have here with this gem buffer, you can actually use your orbital sander and just cut up a small piece of white pad in about the size of your orbital. Put that on there and buff it in. It won't work quite as well, but you can actually get the job done pretty easily with an orbital sander. Unlike my previous method of finishing in a dusty shop, you are going to leave that residue on there. You're not going to buff it off, and you're going to come back here with the 600 grit, sand it all nice and even before you go back, put another coat on like we did the last one. And you're going to actually leave a little bit of residue on there pretty much this whole process, and you can see it's starting to look pretty good. It's not perfectly even. We'll even it out at the very end, but we're going to continue to build coats as we do that. The next few coats is where we're going to really start to see the shine. And I actually didn't sand it all between coats 3 and 4 here. And on coat 4, I'm going to start buffing it in just like I did normally. And then when I got pretty well buffed in, I'm going to flip that pad over to the clean side and just buff it off lightly, leaving just a tiny bit of residue. And you're going to see how much shine we can start to achieve with this gloss finish. And what's so cool about this, unlike a lacquer or poly, is you can still feel the grain. This isn't really building at all, at least as much that you can feel. And you can keep doing this kind of forever to see how shiny you can get it. I eventually had to stop a little bit sooner than I wanted to. It started to get a little too shiny, as you can see right here. But man, it is such a cool effect. It's almost like polished stone. It's like granite, not so much like a regular gloss wood finish. For my 6th and what turned out to be my final coat, I kind of spread everything around there with my white pad, buffed it in pretty much like I did the coat 5, where I buffed it in, flipped it over, got the clean pad, and then I buffed most, but not all of it off, just leaving just a little bit of residue on there, and you'll still see some light swirls in there, and we're going to even that out with the last step. And so what I did was I came back 12 hours later, and you can see there we're getting a really good shine, but it's not perfectly even. You can see some of the imperfections. And what we did to fix that is I came back with a white pad and the liquid wax cleaner, and I'll again have links to everything below. Buffed in that liquid wax cleaner with the white pad, let it set up for about 30 minutes, came back with this terry cloth pad or microfiber pad, buffed that in, and this is what's going to smooth everything out and give you that absolutely perfect finish. I know I tend to rush these videos and I talk pretty fast, and that's not on accident. It's really hard to keep people's attention these days, so I try to get through these videos as quickly and as efficiently as I can. So if I left anything out, if I rushed anything, please feel free to ask anything in the comments below. I'm actually really good about answering pretty much every single comment in there. And also, if you enjoyed this video, I really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. It enables me to keep making a lot more content just like this. And if you don't have any questions, I would appreciate if you let me know if you think I did the right thing by refinishing the sign. Is maybe I made it worse. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say of whether you like it better at the high gloss 240 grit with Osmo, or if you thought it was better with the 12,000 grit and the Odie's oil before. And every week I like to give a little bit of credit to the people that make it all the way to the end of the video. So this week, start your question or comment with my name, Cam, C-A-M, and that way I'll know you watched the entire video, and I promise I will get to all of you guys' questions first. And again, thanks so much for watching the whole thing, and please subscribe for more videos just like it. Thanks so much.